All right. Hello. Hi. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jerry Garcia, and welcome back to another Facebook Live coming to you from Voltio Energy here at Voltio, the best solar industry, the best solar company in the industry. What I really meant to say.
Yeah,
and today we have a different show from you today. I know you guys seen these videos. I know you've seen some of the videos that we share on YouTube. Just go to Voltio TV. You can see top 10 benefits of going solar. You can see top 10 strategies. You can see top 10 mistakes from sales, door-to-door salesmen. And we like to do a little bit of everything here. You know, we have Voltio News, Voltio Entertainment, Voltio Motivation, and just a little bit of everything because we care about you. We care about our company. We care about our reps. So huge hello to all of our company employees, all our company representatives, as actually I would say. They're more like representatives who go out there every day and kill it, go out there knocking every day, trying to make a better tomorrow for themselves, for the family, and working in this industry. Let me tell you that it has blown up. We're talking about the tomorrow is here. We're talking about the future. We're talking about innovation. We're talking about the things that's happened. This is the now. I mean, things are going on right now, and this is, you know, like a new fashion, you know, like a new tendency. You know how to say tendencia?
New tendency?
Yeah, right, tendency. So, yeah, the trend. Yeah, so it's like the trend. It's gonna happen no matter what. And here with us, what makes us different here at Voltio is that we care about you. We really care about you, about the quality of our service. We care about our representatives. We care about people joining our team. We care about your future, about the environment. We really take it to our heart. So hello to our CEO. Hello to all my fellow employees from administration. Hello over there in Mexico that they're listening to us here. Also in the United States. Hello to Las Vegas, Nevada, California, North and South, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Dallas, Texas, and we are expanding. So today I have a special guest today. This guy was raised in California as a baby 6-year-old who crossed and pretty much, lived his whole life up there, and then one day comes to Mexico, goes from actually having nothing to becoming the president of one of the best schools in the region in Mexico. So say hello to Mr. Fausto Salas. How you doing, Mr.
Well, I'm very
Fausto?
good. Thank you very much, Mr. Jerry, for having me here today.
Thank you for being in this program today. We're going to talk about sell as an entrepreneur. Check this out. Sell as an entrepreneur. That means you're going to the next level. You're selling before you become the owner, before you start moving your own business, become the owner of your own business. So that's how we start. That's how it all starts. So today we're going to have some strategies for you. We're going to have some motivation. We're going to have some beliefs coming to you from Mr. Fausto. So before we dig into this topic, which is sell as an entrepreneur, let's tell the world who Fausto Salas is. Talk to us.
Well, hello, good evening to everyone. My life began in Mexico City. At a young age, my mother and father and my family, we migrated to the United States, to California, to Oxnard, California, where I'm from. And I was raised there, grew up there, went to school there. And by my destiny, I arrived to Mexico in 2007, not knowing what I was going to do. The truth, for me, Mexico was like people with sombreros. You know, I didn't really, I wasn't really familiar how Mexico was. So I arrived here to Los Mochis in 2007, and my life changed. You know, I was in a situation where I had to sell tacos, I had to be a bus boy, I had to run errands for my brother. And I don't know if people are familiar with Sinaloa, but it's hot here in the summer, man.
Very humid.
Yeah, so it was something that it was hard for me to adapt to. You know, actually, I got ill a lot of times. But now, thank God, because of hard work and dedication, I have been able to grow my empire. I just like Drake, I started from the bottom. Now we're on the top, you know, now we're here.
So this is why I believe that he was such the special character to bring you on this first live interview with people who started from the bottom, with people who had nothing, with people who actually had it all, and then 1 minute you're like at the edge of falling down or going up. And what did this man do? He started his own business. Let's talk about you beginning House of Learning.
Well, I began as a teacher with no knowledge of what a company was or what even teaching was. The truth, here in Mexico, you can become a teacher just by knowing English. However, I seen I was good at it. I prepared myself. I got a BA in ELT, in English language teaching. I worked for various schools, and I was able to obtain information from all these different types of businesses, and I made something solid, with my partner Eric Giraldo in Culiacan. Give him a shout out over there to him.
Shout out to Eric.
And between me and him, we created a very good program with our focus being quality of instruction, that a professional student that can really go and learn English, not just understand it, but really communicating it.
Okay.
And I think with the result and our customer service that goes hand in hand, it has given us the opportunity to grow, and people have recommended us. We work for some of the best companies here in Sinaloa.
So you took it from teaching to individuals to teaching companies, to teaching CEOs, doctors, people who actually needed more like the paperwork to show that they actually speak English. So who do they go for? They go for House of Learning. All right. So let's talk about selling. How did you start selling? What do?
Well, I think the important thing is something that you guys in Voltio are already doing, is to understand who are your clients. Who are you selling to? Is the person where I'm knocking on their door, are they somebody? Are they someone that is really interested in buying? What I did in House of Learning is I focused on who my client was, what was their areas of improvement, such as what were their needs. And based off of those needs, we focused on giving them a solution. And because of that, students that seen that within 3 months they were able to understand and enter in dialogue with someone in real content, they were able to speak. So they recommended us, and it went very good.
So it starts by knowing who you sell to.
Who is your client?
So let me talk to you about the solar industry. The reps are door-to-door knocking.
Okay.
So we do door-to-door. Of course, there is remote selling, which is right now it's huge because nobody wants to step out of their homes. Everything's clicked away.
Yeah.
People are losing the custom of actually having the personalized sale in front of you.
Okay.
How important do you think it is for doing a sale face to face?
I think it's nothing is better than really building rapport with your prospects, knowing how they're feeling, reading their body language is really important.
Okay.
So obviously, being face to face is really a way bigger benefit than to do it remotely. But everything sells with a smile. Who likes to get a knock on their door?
And with a shrug face.
And say like, hey, would you interested to buy a solar panel? You got to be like, hello, sir. I noticed that you don't have solar panels. There's a big benefit.
Of course.
Going that way because you're selling to their emotion. You're selling to their wallet. You're going to save money.
Yeah.
You're going to help the environment. And not only that, you're going to be able to sleep peaceful because your electricity will never go out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a huge yes.
If you got kids, that's important.
And let me tell you about one of the benefits. If you haven't seen our video, look it up in YouTube. It's called Top 10 Benefits of Going Solar by Voltio TV. And we give you tips like this. And one of the ones you just mentioned was that when you actually go solar, your electric bill stays the same way. You don't have to worry about that rate of 3% annually that increases for people on an annual. And not even that, because people evolve, so their homes evolve, so they start building, they start bringing in new things like pools, for example, or maybe you want to, you want to sell your home. Guess what? You have solar panels. It's going to be much more expensive. You're going to be the first one on the market to actually have a house to sell faster and quicker than somebody who does not possess or have solar power. All right, so thank you for that. So you sell to them their emotion. This really actually got to me, and I think it's going to be a huge, big tip for the salespeople who are out there right now knocking, who are not stopping, and maybe they haven't even seen the daylight. Wow, right? So this takes me to two things. First of all, on the emotion side, how do you feel about being told no 100 times and you still gotta have that smiley face?
Well, that brings me to point number 2, which is also the mentality.
Mentality.
You know, I mean, anybody has gone through the fire.
Mindset.
From the good book, the Bible that says, in order for something to be purified, it has to go through the fire. It has to be tested. So if you're a salesperson that wants to make big money, that wants to reach their goals and win that bonus, I mean, you got to go through the fire. Nothing's easy. Hard work and dedication.
Hard work and dedication, like you said. It's all about just grinding. It's about not stopping, right? Who knows when that opportunity is going to pop out because you missed that Sunday, that you knew you had that energy. Come on, man, you have time in your hands. You really, really want it. How bad do you want it?
But if you think about it, there's a ratio. I mean, if you're knocking on 50 doors and at least 10 people aren't interested, then you got to check your technique, And so if you say, okay, 10 people are interested after me knocking on 50, I got my skill down, my techniques down. I watched the 10 benefits from Voltio to go solar. If you do all that and you got those 10 people interested and you close to at least 3 of those people, so how many people do you have to sell to or get to in order to sell 30 people? I mean, you gotta be like monster. You know what I mean? You gotta be on the grind.
Yeah. Okay, that's a huge point. The mindset, the mentality, the emotion, and the emotion is actually keeping it real alive inside of you because you might give up on the outside, right? You might be tired. You're grinding. It's Saturday night, and your body tells you, "I can't hack it no more." Your mindset comes forward.
That's
how do you feed your mindset?
You remember your why. Your why. Who's your why? It could be your children. It could be your spouse. It has to be the leverage that at the end of the day, when all the clients told you no, you came home and you only got the bus fee for tomorrow. And I mean, I've been there. I've been there. And if you ever lived in Mexico, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can survive on 2 weeks on 50 pesos. So if you're in the States and you're on the hunt, I mean, you're winning dollars. You know what I mean? How hungry are you?
How hungry
Remember
are you?
your why. Remember
your why.
What's your why?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people after. Now let's jump into the people who are selling really, really quick. Before we come up with more strategies to tell you a little bit more strategies, the people who are selling and who are settling. What kind of what advice would you give to those people who are settling that know that they can give more and they know they can actually receive more, but they're just settling? They're comfortable with their overrides. I'm a manager. Okay, I got my team going out there grinding, and I'm not knocking as much as I used to at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, normally that happens. That happens in all companies.
Yeah.
But that's when the true discipline and the leadership of that manager it kicks in. Because if that person has leadership, they're going to be with their people. They're going to be out there in the struggle. They're going to be coordinated. They're going to be motivated. And that's key, because if you're a leader, you're really a leader, your people will follow you. And if they say, you know what, man, if you tell them, guys, this weekend we're going to hit from 8 in the morning to 8 p.m. I'm going to buy in lunch, but I'm going to hit it with you and I'll pay the gas, I'll pay the transportation.
Just one day.
Yeah.
I mean,
how much money are you going to get from that?
Wow.
I mean, if you close 10%, I mean, you get a good amount of money.
All right, you actually give me an idea. Now imagine, those days are tough, right? And some people would say, man, I feel like I worked all week in one day.
Yeah.
And because
that's exactly what it is.
That's what it is, because they imagine now, okay, great. You dedicated 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Great. You go out there, you have this mentality already set. That's why it's called the mindset. You actually set it up before you go out there. And what I tell my people, what I've learned from people who brought me here, Hector, and I've learned that you gotta be constant. You gotta be constant. You gotta be always hungry.
You gotta work your ass off.
And you gotta work your ass off. There's no who's guaranteeing you that there's a tomorrow. So imagine that you're doing this 5 times a week, 8 to 8 p.m.
Oh,
yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's tough. You wanted it. Yeah. How bad do you want it?
But what's your why?
Yeah.
Is it buy a Ferrari? Is it to buy a house? Is it to buy a college tuition for your children?
Help your mom out,
you know,
help your dad out.
Whatever
that girl.
your why is, that goes with your hunger, you know, with your persona as a person. So if you want to make it happen, there's nobody else who's going to do it. You know, you got to do it. You got to go for it. You got to take the first step.
All right, let's go to some strategies that you've used as a salesperson before you came up with the idea. All right, I'm giving classes, I'm teaching, and I want to make my own school. Why do I have to work for somebody when I can create and make it better? On the sales part, what strategies did you use when you were out there hungry, knocking on doors?
You know, it basically has to do with getting to work. You know, I mean, you have to know your product. You have to know who you're selling to. If you're going to a residential area where you know that it's a middle class family, maybe they're in their mid-30s, they have 2 kids. You know, that's more or less what a family is right now. You have to know how to sell to them. You have to know how to read people. And one thing that I found that worked for me, that I was able to read people and empathize with them, understand them, and not just on a superficial way, but really from the heart, and put myself in their shoes. Because if you're a 37-year-old man on the link to be promoted to a higher position, and you have all the experience in the world, you're the expert in that area, pero no sabes inglés. You know, you don't know English. So imagine that frustration.
Or vice versa. What about people who knows right now, like in the U.S., the population of speaking Spanish is humongous.
Yeah.
And this tells you, hey man, you gotta either adapt to the system. How many people are out there who are killing it, who are dominating your area? You only speak English and you're killing it, but then you know that if you spoke Spanish and then you sell the way you sell in English and then you do it in Spanish,
language is a barrier breaker, bro. Yeah. I mean, if you can empathize with someone in their language and understand where they're coming from, I mean, you can persuade them in a good way to buy something that is quality, that is going to do them a good, not a harm. You know?
Of course, yeah. We're talking about your future. We're talking about homes, people's lives, their children. People, they're gonna grow up there one day. We're talking about your assets, and I know that a lot of people think about it because they actually think that they're investing like pocket out of their money out of their pocket. But before actually talking about the solar industry, all right. So you made it. What now?
Well, I think you know, you say I made it, and I do feel that way. You know, we've had a lot of success.
The project that you built became a reality.
But we want to do more than that. You know, we want to give also back to the community. We want to develop people. We're looking for those individuals in Mexico who are from the States that maybe don't know where to go, don't know what to do. Maybe they feel that, you know, I gotta work at the mall where they pay me I don't know how much. If you speak good English and you have good grammar, and I'm referring to that you spell correctly, hit us up at House of Learning, and if you got what it takes, you can do a teacher training to see if you can work with us. You know, so we're looking for those people too.
All right, that's a good opportunity for that, and I really appreciate that. I'm sure that you're gonna get a lot of people after this video because we are gonna edit it here at Voltio Energy. What about the people who only speak Spanish and they're out there knocking on doors?
Pues yo le diría que la gente que pues hay que ver las cosas como son, y como decía mi papá, hay que chingarle. You know, no hay otra. You gotta do what you gotta do. And if you gotta be hungry for a couple days, if you gotta sleep on the park, if you gotta sleep in one little room, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. And at the end of the day, it's how hungry you are, you know? How hungry you are.
And that's it, guys. How hungry are you? How hungry are you? Build your report, read your clients, use that mindset, right? Because you're training yourself before going out there. You're practicing, you're hustling. People who read speeches, how many times you have to practice before you actually get it down? And it's the same thing. You study, school, anything that you want to study, anything that you got to do, you got to craft yourself, you got to build yourself, and you got to go out there. Of course, you can talk to people. Good, that's a gift, that's nice. But what about knowing your product? How you said, point number 1 was knowing your product, knowing who you're going to sell, and use your techniques.
Yeah, use the correct mind frame, you know?
There
Go
you
in there
go.
a winner.
And remember your why.
Remember your why. Every day in the morning when you wake up and the alarm goes off at 5 in the morning, remember your why. You know, remember your why.
I'm gonna write that. I already got it down. My cameraman, he wrote it down. So man, you're gonna remember your why. Why? No, but that's good. That's good. All right. So, do we got any comments? What's going on? No comment. All right. So let's check it out. Abimelech, thank you, Mr. Abimelech. Imelda Salas says hi, Fausto.
Hello.
All right. Hold on. We just got a new one. So it's all about that, huh?
It's all about being hungry, man.
All right. So to the people who are listening, who don't know about House of Learning, where can they find?
They can find House of Learning on Facebook. We also have a webpage. It's www.houseoflearning.com.mx. Or you can get at us through Facebook and we'll get at you right away.
There you go, guys. If you guys want to know more about this, there's a lot of things to do for the people who don't know English. Really quick before we go, what technique could you actually give to someone who wants to learn a language right now and use it? Use it to sell more, to grow. I mean, but they think maybe I'm too old. I have a lot of work.
You're never too old to learn a language. It's been proven. Maybe you'll be a little bit more busy, but if you take the time to invest to at least learn basic Spanish or basic English to empathize with your prospect, I mean, it will help you close the deal 100%.
There you go, guys. So I hope that everything that was said here, or anything that was said here, you can use it for your advantage, and that you're an open person, that you're not attached to anything, that you are conquering your gifts, you're conquering your goals, and you're fighting. You're fighting every day like a hungry man, because you gotta remember who you are.
Right.
All right, so we send hello to Abimelech, to Imelda, Maite Martinez. She says so proud of you. And Familia Ham, buenas noches. All right, so guys, thank you very much. This has been another Voltio live broadcasting brought to you by Voltio Energy. My name is Jerry Garcia. Look us up on YouTube as Voltio TV for more benefits, for more information, for more news, more entertainment, and of course, more motivation. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Fausto.
Thank you.
Wait. Mr. Can you give me the... No. Sorry. Estamos en vivo, giving orders here. Sorry. No orders. I'm just kidding, Francisco. Sorry, it's because we were getting something. We got something for you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, so we're giving this recognition.
All right, thank you
to Mr. Fausto for actually being our first guest at Voltio News, at Voltio Live Broadcasting, and well, I hope that we give you this video as well, edit it, and you can use it for your school, and for the people in the United States. Let us know. Voltio is the company that will get you the best solar panels than any other company. Congratulations, guys! Applause for Mr. Flau.
Thank you.
All right, there's a little gift certificate there for some taquitos.
All right.
Some taquitos around the
All
corner.
right. I'm going to go get them right now.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Stick around. We got the Spanish version coming up in a little bit, in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes or so. Vamos a empezar ahorita la transmisión en español. See you now.